EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Him in stride, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Number 12.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
Second and 11. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Goff on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. With Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's gone. That second down play nets a -4.
More on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A big play there out of Cook. 56 yards on the ground.
And the Vikings first down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete, Jefferson the target. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete to
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down now, Akers, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Goff. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth.
Hell yeah.
And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And an incomplete pass.
Gotta intercept that, babe. Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right now. Don't want to start for a lot when you take the strong line. The football bad.
They'll this one out deep for Sims.
What did you say super bad? Yeah, super bad on defense? 11?
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And
What,
the way to truly be a good ball hawk is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. He's got his man on the crossing way. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first
That's that
half.
shit right there. That's that mullet.
And the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Good play. Good fucking play.
Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under
That was a good fucking play.
And we haven't gotten an announcement.
No flex.
He might be a little dinged up, and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
I don't like that shit. I like how you just moved, man.
Where McLovin from?
In real life.
No. I'm saying where the character from.
When it's moving.
In the movie.
I don't know where you from.
Hawaii. That's what his ID is.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, what the fuck was that? That's some bullshit. What he was thinking. That nigga, what was you throwing? I should have threw it. Man on the outside, Jefferson killing this shit.
Necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. They're going to pick up there at the first as the screen pass gets made. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch good for 8 yards. Play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. Passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there?
Good shit, Sweat.
That one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a
Good shit, Sweat. We should rush this shit.
Now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, we put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
There's a dude killing me with this play. Let me see if they bit work for me.
Here are the Vikings now to start their
should have flipped it back to the other
from
side.
this spot in the field, the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, Jalen over there.
Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41.
That man ain't come and catch me, dog. He with the bullshit, bruh. He wigging, man.
Touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coach Holder, EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielding a couple yards into the end zone. Around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
I like the way you put it. This did seem to sleepwalk a bit. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go and try and get some points. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
Oh, that got hurt.
sometimes this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We ain't getting his ass. They ain't getting there in no time. Damn, trade out on dislocated his shoulder. I gotta flip this shit around.
I honestly see now why Orson Welles did that ass to them. Well, you'll have sex in college, literally. Yes, but the point is to be good at sex by the time you get to college. You don't want girls thinking that you suck dick and fucking pussy, okay?
I still think you have a chance with Jules, man, really. And she got incredibly hot over last summer, and she obviously hasn't realized it yet, because she's still always popping.
Fucking good, I gotta go
Are
with
you out
that.
of your mind? Look at Jules.
And that's exactly what top 10 defense do. They can change the game tempo and frustrate you because you're trying to execute defensively.
Top 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now
Let's go, Brain. Florida State. That's a no. Ah, shit.
they'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with 3rd and 7 ahead.
For screen plays to break big, and a lot of things that can come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Vasquez did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now go.
What? Oh my god, that's so fucking bogus. Wow. Red ass bullshit at its finest. Hit him in the helmet.
Oh my God. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this fuckery, man.
Now we'll run on first down for the Eagles.
Good shit, good shit.
First and now make it second down. With the end of all that heavy, that was a 4-yard run, so the offense feels pretty good about themselves. Defensively,
Formation.
they feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
To throw on second and 6. That is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oh, that was good shit. Good shit.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to
That's my fault.
down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run on first down.
What?
Taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run this with Akers.
Again, man, so much fuckery on this drive. Oh my God.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good in real time at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kicks away here. Fielding near the ball to Rams everywhere. We'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25 on the yard line.
Got 9 left.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with first and 10. And they're going to stop right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Second and 10. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Shit, who is he?
Right there on third down, like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Taken in at the 22. And he takes his speed to the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good play for a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
This one's complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Send that in there, real close to the whole field.
gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going right back to Baker.
That man went through the wrong fucking hole, bro. Why would you go through?
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA.
What do you think? Might have been 4 downs.
He went through the fucking.
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I think both of us would have said, go for it.
Fuck, you go through the wrong hole.
On first down, it's gone. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now gone. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Goff now looks to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
14-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, all time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard of Orlando.
That's so funny.
That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Oh, this guy. Really?
To bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Be shit, that is so fucking stupid. Bro, you going this way, I spin, you magically twist your fucking body and take the tackle.
Now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
12 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Come on.
Incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
So bogus. I'm frustrated.
The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let me get some. Let me get some. Let me get some.
Back and get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed, name, how about your respect? You're the morning when I get expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I said that on my account. He said I got good news, I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one brought in by Jefferson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 45.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. A shotgun snap for Goff. They're going for Jefferson downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2
yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
In the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That's Cook. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Rams have got it. And that should just...
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Rams, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.